You wake up, the sun hits your window exactly the same way it did yesterday, and the day before that. You reach for your toothbrush, except it's already in your hand. But you don't remember picking it up. You shake it off. Just tired, you tell yourself. But as the day continues, things start to unravel. A stranger on the street looks you in the eye and says, "You're not supposed to be here." The lights in your office flicker at the same rhythm, exactly every 42 seconds. You hear a phrase, something oddly specific, repeated by three completely unrelated people. Coincidence? Maybe. Or maybe the code is breaking. These are the moments people online call glitches in the matrix. Strange, eerie occurrences that feel like reality slipped for just a second. A looping car alarm, the same dog passing you twice on opposite sides of the street, time stuttering, just a little. You might think you're imagining things, but what if you're not? What if these glitches aren't accidents, but bugs, errors in the simulation you were born into? Here's a story. A man once posted on a forum about a woman he dated in college. He remembers her name, their first date, even the dorm she lived in. But now, there's no trace of her. No social media, no photos. None of their mutual friends remember her. It's as if she never existed. Was it a false memory? Or did the simulation delete her? These stories, hundreds of them, appear every year, not on news channels, but buried deep in Reddit threads and late-night forums. They're dismissed as paranoia or imagination. But that's exactly what a perfect simulation would want you to believe, right? Most people live their entire lives without ever questioning the nature of reality. Why would they? The sky is blue, time moves forward, gravity works. People age, die, and get replaced. But what if the consistency of those things is the most suspicious part? Have you ever experienced déjà vu, that eerie feeling you've lived a moment before, down to every tiny detail? Scientists explain it as a neural misfire. But what if it's not? What if it's the simulation loading an older save state and something slipped? Or consider the Mandela effect, millions of people remembering the same wrong facts. A movie line that never existed, a brand logo that changed without warning, a celebrity's death that never happened. These aren't just memory problems, they're collective discrepancies. The kind you might expect when a server rolls back after a crash. Now let's talk about physics. At the quantum level, the smallest building blocks of reality, things behave oddly. Particles that seem connected across distance, events that don't become real until observed. It's as if reality only renders when we look at it, just like a video game conserving processing power by only loading what's in the player's view. In fact, some scientists, real mainstream physicists, have asked the question outright, are we inside a cosmic computer simulation? And the math doesn't rule it out. In 2003, philosopher Nick Bostrom published a paper proposing that if any advanced civilization develops simulated realities, and if even a fraction of those simulations contain conscious beings, then statistically, we're almost certainly in one right now. Still think it's just sci-fi? The simulation doesn't need you to believe in it. It just needs you to stop asking questions. Because the deeper you dig, the more reality starts to fracture. Let's go deeper, into the theory itself. If we are inside a simulation, who built it? And why? In 2003, philosopher Nick Bostrom from Oxford University laid out a chilling hypothesis. He said, at some point, any civilization advanced enough will create simulations of their ancestors for science, curiosity, or control. Now ask yourself, if millions or billions of ancestor simulations exist, what are the odds that you are in the original, real universe? Mathematically, almost zero. This is known as the simulation hypothesis, and it's not just philosophy anymore. Elon Musk agrees. He once said there's a 1 in billions chance we're not in a simulation. Why? Because the rate of technological progress is exponential. If video games evolve from Pong to photorealistic VR in 50 years, imagine what we'll have in 500. Fully immersive digital realities, indistinguishable from the real world, are inevitable. And if they're inevitable, they probably already exist. Somewhere. That means we're either the very first intelligent civilization in the universe, doomed to destroy ourselves before we can simulate others? Or, and here's the kicker, already inside someone else's simulation? Even NASA scientists have taken the idea seriously. In 2016, a group of theoretical physicists attempted to detect digital signatures in the laws of physics, like a programmer's fingerprint. They haven't found proof, but they haven't disproved it either. The question now isn't if we're in a simulation, it's what happens when we figure it out. Will the code shift? Will the simulation collapse? Or will it adapt? Because if your life was just a program, who's really holding the keyboard?